Hello Arsenal fans and welcome back to Arsenal Talk Zone, the #1 destination for every piece of breaking news surrounding the Gunners. And before we dive into the latest updates, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and stay tuned until the end because the information coming up is packed with injuries, returns, transfers, and surprises that you simply can't afford to miss. So let's get right into it with the latest surrounding Arsenal's injury crisis and squad updates as we build toward the huge clash against Nottingham Forest on September 13th. William Saliba gave everyone a scare at Anfield when he limped off only minutes into the match against Liverpool after twisting his ankle during the warm-up, with Mikel Arteta explaining that Saliba tried to push through but simply couldn't continue after the opening exchanges, forcing Arsenal to throw Christian Mascara into his Premier League debut at one of the toughest stadiums in world football. And while Mascara impressed, the focus remains on Saliba's ankle with his return date still unknown. Bukayo Saka also finds himself sidelined after pulling up against Leeds with a hamstring issue, the same type of problem that kept him out for 4 months last season, but thankfully Arteta confirmed no surgery is needed this time, although the winger will be out for several weeks, and fans are now anxiously waiting to see how quickly he recovers after scans are repeated in the coming days. Kai Havertz is another big blow, with Arsenal confirming that he has undergone minor knee surgery following an injury discovered before the Leeds game. And while the operation was successful, Arteta admitted it will keep him out for weeks if not months, a devastating setback for a player who had just started finding rhythm and adapting to the system. Meanwhile, Christian Norgard has missed the opening 3 Premier League fixtures but could return in time for Forest depending on his progress, while Ben White, who limped off against Manchester United, has also been absent from the last 2 squads and is being assessed daily with hopes of returning after the break. Gabriel Jesus is the long-term case, still recovering from his ACL injury sustained against Manchester United in the FA Cup last season, but his latest updates on social media have filled fans with hope as he shared videos of himself running and touching the ball again, declaring that after 7 painful months he finally feels free and light, and that is an encouraging sign heading into the autumn schedule. Beyond the injuries, Arsenal's transfer window ended with plenty of drama as Piero Hincapié finally arrived from Bayer Leverkusen on loan with an option to buy, a deal confirmed just after the deadline as Arteta secured the defensive reinforcement he had been desperate for, describing Hincapié as a big character with tactical flexibility and a blend of youth and maturity that will add much-needed depth. Zinchenko, in a twist that shocked many, sealed a last-minute loan move to Nottingham Forest after a move to Marseille collapsed over wage demands, while Reiss Nelson joined Brentford on loan to chase more guaranteed minutes, explaining that he wanted a platform where he could showcase himself week in, week out, and promised B's fans he will deliver goals, assists, and excitement. Fabio Vieira and Albert Sambi Lokonga both departed for Hamburg, while Jakub Kiwior went to Porto on a loan with an obligation to buy, all of which freed up the squad space and finances needed to secure Hincapié. Arsenal also welcomed new additions throughout the summer with Ebereki Eze from Crystal Palace, Victor Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon, Noni Madueke from Chelsea, Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad, Christian Norgard from Brentford, and goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga from Chelsea, making this one of the busiest transfer windows in recent memory with over £260 million spent. The French national team has now confirmed Saliba will miss the international break after his ankle injury, with Benjamin Pavard called in as his replacement, further underlining the seriousness of his condition. Meanwhile, Andrea Berta, Arsenal's new sporting director, hailed Hincapié's signing as a coup, praising his international and Bundesliga experience at just 23 years of age, stressing that he is an intelligent defender with strength, versatility, and a high level of consistency. Arsenal also paid tribute to Zinchenko's contributions in a farewell statement, highlighting his 91 appearances, his debut assist against Crystal Palace, and his crucial first goal against Aston Villa that fueled the title race last season, while wishing him the best on loan. To add to the deadline day drama, Nottingham Forest initially targeted Atletico Madrid's Javi Golan before pivoting to Zinchenko when that deal collapsed, showing how quickly transfer plans can change in the final hours. Arsenal's business may have ended with late nerves, but Arteta declared himself absolutely buzzing with the outcome, praising the squad's increased competitiveness and balance as the Gunners look to challenge for both the Premier League and the Champions League this season. So Arsenal fans, what do you think of the latest injury concerns, the dramatic deadline day deals, and the shape of the squad going into the next phase of the campaign? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, don't forget to hit subscribe, and make sure to like this video to help us keep delivering the most in-depth Arsenal updates straight to you, because this season is shaping up to be one of the most dramatic and unpredictable yet, and Arsenal Talk Zone will keep you covered every step of the way. William Saliba, who has been such a vital figure in Arsenal's back line, suffered a huge setback when he twisted his ankle in the warm-up against Liverpool at Anfield, and even though he bravely tried to play on within 5 minutes, it was clear he was in too much discomfort to continue, which forced Arteta to call on Christian Mosquera for his Premier League debut at one of the most hostile environments in world football, and while Mosquera impressed massively under pressure, the focus quickly shifted to Saliba's injury and whether this ankle sprain could keep him sidelined for weeks, because when Arteta himself says he is worried, that tells you this is not a minor issue. And to make matters worse, Saliba has already been withdrawn from international duty with France, where Benjamin Pavard has been called in as his replacement, meaning the injury is significant enough to rule him out of training with the national side, and the Gunners faithful are holding their breath for updates. Then comes Bukayo Saka, who was replaced against Leeds after clutching his hamstring, and considering he missed 4 months last season with surgery on the other hamstring, this has everyone deeply concerned, although Arteta did confirm there will be no surgery this time, but he will still be sidelined for several weeks, which means Arsenal will have to navigate without their star boy for key games, and that is a massive blow because his pace, creativity and ability to change games single-handedly is irreplaceable. But all we can do now is wait on further scans and hope for a quick recovery. Another blow is Kai Havertz, who required minor knee surgery just before the Leeds clash, and although the surgery was a success, Arteta admitted he will be out for a long stretch of weeks or possibly months, and this is heartbreaking for a player who had started finding form and confidence after such a turbulent debut season at Arsenal.